Imagine holding one small clove between your fingers. That tiny spice has been used in food and medicine for centuries, yet modern science is still sorting out what it truly does well and where the claims go too far. Today, we break it all down in a clear and practical way. Cloves come from the dried flower buds of Syzygium aromaticum. Their strong smell and taste come mainly from a compound called eugenol. Eugenol is the star of the story, but it is not the whole story. Let us start with the strongest clinical evidence in humans. The most solid and reproducible human evidence for cloves falls into 4 areas. First is oral and dental health. This is where cloves shine the brightest. Human clinical studies and decades of dental practice show that eugenol has analgesic and antiseptic effects. It reduces tooth pain, suppresses oral bacteria, and helps control inflammation in the gums. This is why clove oil or eugenol is still used in dentistry today for temporary fillings and toothache relief. Second is blood sugar control. Several small but well-controlled human trials show that clove extracts can modestly reduce fasting blood glucose and improve insulin sensitivity in people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. The effect is real but moderate. Cloves are supportive, not a replacement for diabetes medication. Third is antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity. Human studies measuring biomarkers such as oxidative stress markers and inflammatory cytokines show that clove polyphenol and eugenol can reduce oxidative stress. This supports general metabolic and cardiovascular health, though the outcomes are indirect rather than disease-curing. Fourth is digestive support. Human trials suggest cloves may help reduce bloating and improve gastric motility due to their carminative properties. The evidence here is modest but consistent with traditional use. Now, what about dosage and quantities from research? Meta-analyses and systematic reviews do not yet exist specifically for cloves alone, but pooled human trials give us reasonable ranges. For clove powder, studies typically use 500 to 1,500 mg per day. That is about 1/4 to half a teaspoon of ground cloves daily. For clove extract, standardized extracts are usually dosed at 250 to 600 mg once or twice daily. For aged clove extract, which is less common than aged garlic extract, limited trials use about 600 to 1,200 mg per day. For clove oil, this is where caution matters. Clinical use involves extremely small amounts. 1 to 2 drops diluted heavily. It is not meant for routine daily ingestion. Now let us translate clinical doses into real-life equivalents. 600 mg of clove powder is roughly 1/4 teaspoon. 1,000 mg is about half a teaspoon. A typical whole clove weighs around 200 mg, so 5 cloves equal roughly 1 gram. For extracts, always follow the standardized label. A 500 mg capsule is not the same as 500 mg of raw cloves. Concentration matters. Now we need to address popular claims that are overstated. Cloves do not cure cancer. Laboratory studies show anti-cancer effects in cells, but there is no human clinical evidence for cancer treatment. Cloves do not detox your liver in any special way. The liver already detoxifies efficiently. Cloves may reduce oxidative stress, but that is not detoxification. Cloves are not a fat-burning miracle. There is no strong human evidence for weight loss beyond indirect metabolic support. Clove water does not cleanse the blood. That phrase has no scientific meaning. Now let us compare forms of cloves because this matters a lot. Raw crushed cloves retain the highest amount of volatile oils like eugenol. Crushing releases active compounds, but they degrade quickly when exposed to air and heat. Best used fresh and immediately. Clove powder is convenient and stable, but it loses some volatile oils over time. Polyphenol remain, but aroma and potency decline after 6 to 12 months. Aged clove extract may reduce harshness and improve tolerability. Some antioxidant compounds increase with aging, but volatile oils like eugenol may decrease. Evidence here is limited compared to aged garlic extract. Cooked cloves lose some eugenol due to heat, but polyphenol are relatively stable. The health effect shifts from antimicrobial toward antioxidant support. Now let us talk about bioavailability. Eugenol is fat-soluble, so consuming cloves with healthy fats improves absorption. Black pepper may enhance polyphenol uptake slightly. Gut health also matters. A disrupted gut microbiome reduces absorption of plant compounds. Synergistic foods include cinnamon for blood sugar support, ginger for digestion and inflammation, turmeric for anti-inflammatory synergy, and healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. Now pharmaceutical interactions, which are important. Cloves may enhance the effects of blood-thinning medications like warfarin due to mild anticoagulant activity. They may interact with diabetes medications by further lowering blood glucose. High doses of clove oil may stress the liver when combined with hepatotoxic drugs. This brings us to side effects and caution groups. High doses may cause gastrointestinal irritation. Clove oil taken undiluted can cause burns and toxicity. Pregnant and breastfeeding women should avoid medicinal doses. People with bleeding disorders should use caution. Children should never ingest clove oil. Now ways cloves can be consumed. Whole cloves are added to food and removed before eating. Ground. They work best as part of a broader dietary pattern, not as a cure in isolation. Used correctly, they support oral health, metabolic balance, antioxidant defense, and digestion. Used carelessly, especially as oil, they can cause harm. If you found this explanation clear and useful, like this video, share it with someone who loves natural health but also values evidence. Subscribe for more science-grounded nutrition insights, follow the channel for weekly deep dives, and help this content reach more people by sharing it.